Hey Hawk Nation, I'm Madeline Hartley.
And I'm Sienna Belton.
And this is your weekly Hartford Athletics recap. Hartford spring athletics are in full swing, and the Hawks are off to quite the start.
The Hartford women's lacrosse team kicked off its first season in 2 years on February 22nd against Clark University.
That's right, junior midfielder Linesia Ferguson and sophomore midfielder Megan Smith both registered 4 goals in the 21-6 win. The Hawks' 21 goals marked the most scored in a single game in program history.
It seems Hartford kept that momentum going with a 14-3 victory in a snowy matchup against Mount St. Vincent on the 25th.
They sure did, and junior midfielder Linesia Ferguson led the team in scoring once again, finishing with 4 goals on the game.
What a way to start the season.
I know.
The Hartford men's lacrosse team has had similar success in the start to their season as well.
They sure have. The Hawks hit the turf ready to rumble on March 1st in a matchup against Mitchell College after a 2-year hiatus. Their eagerness to play would definitely reflect in score, as the Hawks would win 24-0 at the final whistle.
Wow, 24-0.
24-0.
What a game that had to have been.
To add to their unanswered goals, freshman attacker Eric Kelly set a new school record with most goals in a single game, as he racked up 10.
Man, the Hartford lacrosse programs have surely come back with something to prove this year.
There's no doubt about it, and the Hartford track and field team is not too far behind. They opened up their outdoor season on March 4th, and the performances definitely didn't disappoint.
Boy, are you right about that. The men's team finished second overall with 17 athletes recording top 3 finishes, including 4 who made it atop the first place podium. To add to the day's victories, the 4x100 meter team clocked a time of 43.11 seconds, marking the 6th fastest time in program history.
Wow. The women's team saw similar achievements, placing first overall, as they registered first place finishes in 12 of the 19 events. One first place finish made by Mariah Nichols in the 400 meter hurdle earned her a spot in the record books with the 10th fastest time in Hartford history at 1 minute and 13.65 seconds.
Man. And the Hartford Athletics success just keeps going, doesn't it? The Hartford softball team kicked its season off on February 24th with a doubleheader sweep against Delaware State University. The Hawks finished the first game 7-6, and after a late comeback, took the second game 6-4.
I mean, what a comeback that second game was. From trailing 4-1 at the bottom of the 3rd inning to loading the bases and taking the lead at the bottom of the 6th.
It was definitely quite the display of determination and athleticism. After their strong season opening and getting a few more matches under their belt, the Hawks now sit comfortably with a 3-2 record on the road.
The Hartford baseball team is looking to get its footings as well. They opened up their season with a 3-game weekend against Radford on March 4th. After a slow start in the first game, the Hawks registered their first home run of the season as senior Tyler Holmes slugged one out of sight. But without bases loaded, it wasn't enough to close the gap, and the Hawks dropped the first match 4-2.
Game 2 started off promising as the Hawks came out the dugout swinging strong, bringing them to a 2-0 lead. But Radford would immediately start answering those runs with some of its own, sliding into the lead for a 13-2 victory.
Wow. The Hawks took an early lead in Game 3 with a 3-2 advantage as they entered the 5th inning. But Radford just would not let up and took the lead 7-3 at the bottom of the 8th. Looking to mount a comeback, the Hawks loaded the bases in the 9th. Despite their efforts, they couldn't get everyone back to home plate, falling to Radford 7-5 to close the weekend.
The Hawks are approaching another 3-game weekend on March 10th against Georgetown. And now that they've got their momentum going, I'm definitely looking forward to tuning in.
Me too. Well, that will do it for this week, but be sure to tune in next week for more Hartford Athletic recaps.